Hi, Patreon.
I'm so close. Hold on.
That's what it's gonna start off with.
God damn it.
He's so close. He's so close.
So close, guys. I'm so close.
Stop. Focus.
I was so close to focusing. Fuck
Okay,
you.
focus.
We're keeping.
What's up, Legionnaires? Welcome back to the 716th Legion Reacts.
Throwback.
I'm Julian.
I'm Jack.
I'm Ryan.
I gotta be the serious one now. I'm Reagan. I'm in this chair.
We're watching Daredevil Born Again Season 2.
Peak.
Or should
The
I
birth
say,
of the shirt.
Peak Devil.
It is the birth of
The birth
shirt.
of the shirt.
I'll play the clip right now.
Me. Did you know my pain? Did you know my loss?
Yeah, I was right. Oh my God, this is so bad. You never stop being Kingpin.
If anyone wants a peak shirt, let us know in the comments. That's it. That's all I got.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
We can.
Shit. It's our
If
art.
you want a peak shirt, let us know in
That
the
is
comments.
our art.
It's
Okay.
our. It's like
If
one
the,
of those
if,
show.
things.
if the number one comment to this video is "I want a peak shirt" and that has the most likes, then we'll do that.
That person gets a peak
No,
shirt.
if people
Okay,
want
wait.
pictures, just make it
So,
known.
here's the thing. Spider-Man's going to show up in the first episode.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, on to more realistic.
bet.
No,
things.
no. Second episode.
I bet Killer Croc's gonna show up.
That would be wild.
Jack, you want to know what you could do that would literally make me die laughing?
Yeah, sure.
Is if when Julian goes, okay, here's the thing, and you edit in a picture of the thing.
Oh my God.
Just real quick, like a 1 second.
Okay, here's the thing.
So anyway,
like the
So anyways, all of these people are
but it's
sharing
a
one
picture
brain
of
cell.
The thing from
all right,
Fantastic
all
Four.
right, all right, all right.
Okay.
What happened at the end of last season for all the people who weren't watching?
Matt
They
is
should go watch
I'm
the
ass-
first season,
I'm
dog.
assuming we'll get a recap.
Matt's a vigilante.
But anyway, we should just...
Wilson Fisk
Yeah.
crushed a dude's head.
It's true.
That happened.
Well, kind of. Like he fucked him up. He fucked him up.
Vigilantes are all.
We learned that Vanessa
Is
it caused Foggy to die.
Yeah, all the vigilantes are under attack.
Yeah,
Matt was
they're
the
against the
coolest
law.
lawyer ever when he beat up.
Yeah, the vigilantes are against the
That's
law.
That's the only
Big-
weird part about
big
this whole thing,
new-
where it's like vigilantes are now against the law, and it's like they always were technically.
I'm still on the Foggy's not dead train.
Oh, he's not. He's coming back.
He's in witness He's in witness protection. We all know this.
Okay.
His death was a little foggy.
All right.
And
On
with
that
that, we
note,
should start watching the first episode.
Guys, do you
We
think
didn't see Daredevil in the recap at all. I mean, not Daredevil.
did?
Punisher.
He did
Sorry.
a lot of...
oh, I loved the BB
yeah.
reports.
Oh,
Born Again! They did the thing! Roll the credits!
You know, I read the papers, see the numbers that like violent crime is down, way down. Property crime too. But screw the papers. You can feel it. New York is back and better than ever.
because of Daredevil.
And cut.
Marvel Television. If you like our Daredevil reacts and want to see us react to more Marvel stuff, Wonder
Let
Man
us
is
know.
also going on.
Oh yeah, that too.
it's really good.
That's the X-Men
It's-
theme.
Peak.
Okay, give us just a really cool Daredevil.
Us having
That's it,
voice.
Star.
That's the
Noise
title of
sensor.
the episode, by the way. Northern Star.
Oh, yes.
So that
Oh,
boat.
it's Jaws.
That's a great shot.
Bum, 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 bum,
It does
bum,
evoke
Isn't there
Jaws
like
a
a-
little bit.
Isn't it Marvel or DC? Isn't Northern Star a hero?
That's DC.
DC.
Yeah.
It's like one of the first gay heroes.
Looks badass. The black suit looks fucking wild.
Spider-Man?
I'm Batman.
Swear to me. Oh. All right, are the
Oh, this dude's in an area that has red lighting. He's screwed.
Yeah, he's done. He's done.
No one's ever been more done.
Oh, the shadow is so cool.
That was very Batman.
That's fucking awesome.
that was. Oh
Yeah.
Oh, he's got the double D's.
Pose in front
Yeah,
of that
you
light.
I'm sorry. Did that say guard 1 speaks in cryptic Greek?
Dope.
Damn.
He's in a hallway.
Kick to the head.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I won't kill you, but the hospital bills will.
Nah, that dude's dead.
The way he looked over. Oh. Yeah, dude might be dead too. Shit.
He wasn't even there.
They are speaking in Greek.
Full steam ahead.
No, we're
Or
stopping.
full stop. Oh, full stop. He took the bait.
We're going in reverse. Back it up, Terry.
Put it in reverse, Terry.
He's got to show the double D's.
Whoa.
Money shot.
That's kind of cool.
There's gonna be so many double D jokes. That is a weak ass door.
Plywood. Or he's just a strong ass dude.
No, that door was made of foam.
Let's hide all our weapons behind some plywood.
Listen, all right, it worked for the Lusitania. Well, it didn't. They blew up, but
Chilio.
Κάνεις! Έχει ανθρώπους εκεί κάτω. Τους ξέρεις? Όχι. Μας είπαν τι να κάνουμε αν μας την πέσουν. Ξέρεις τι θα γίνει αν δεν το κάνουμε.
Are they about to crash this thing into the city?
no, they're about to blow it up, dog. That shit exploding.
I was just waiting for him to say, "Oh shit."
Oh, the aspect change.
That is so
Same-
fucking cool,
I think we did the same
dude.
reaction to that in
Yep,
season 1.
Same thing last season too.
Oh, so good.
Oh, that is so sick.
So cool.
I like that it makes it comic booky.
In a way, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, they're just.
Oh damn, they're that's sinking fast.
oh, he put the watch in it so he could find the box later as proof. They're still flying half.
Nah, that should have gone.
Another happy landing.
Nathan Fillion should have gone down with that.
Shout out our Firefly reacts.
That's some good paint.
He's been baptized. Now he's born again. No, the double D's washed off.
No, they're still
No,
there.
they're
They're
still
still
there.
there.
I'm colorblind. They look like they washed off. Oh, damn. That thing going full Titanic.
Dope.
It is.
Oh, I thought he was gonna scream.
All right, intro. Is it gonna be the same one?
Same one.
Oh,
Is it though? It might be slightly different.
No, it's the exact same. And it's
you're not
still
part of the
peak.
Illuminati.
It's still peak.
Though if the Illuminati wants to
Margarita.
sponsor us,
Matthew
Matthew
Lillard.
I forgot he's in this.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
yeah, him and Deborah Ann will play D&D together sometimes.
Yes, they
I
do.
did not know that he was in this.
At all?
Nope.
I remembered seeing some photos, set photos.
He's Jean Grey.
Go watch
Thank God
our
Christian's not
Spider-Man
here
trailer
to
reaction.
Get triggered by that.
Hey, it's the bar.
Josie's.
Oh, okay. Well, just make us remember the sad parts.
This is the only safe place in town.
This is where Foggy died.
This is where all the vigilantes are now.
Ooh, Deborah, what are you doing?
So which of the defenders are we getting?
No. Well, we know Jessica
We're-
Jones.
yeah, we
is
know
in it.
I know.
Jessica
I'm just saying,
Jones.
like
when?
yeah, we're gonna get it.
That looks like a hole that Jessica Jones put in the wall.
That's 100% true.
What's up, girl?
Woo!
Northern Stars all over the news. You definitely sent Fisk a message.
Your source's right. This is big.
If Deborah Ann Wool ever watches this, please play D&D with us on Dungeons with Dummies.
He's using the free ports to smuggle arms. I think we hit him hard.
Good. Just gonna lose his mind.
Yeah, I just can't help but wonder who is all that firepower for?
You know, could find out.
Yeah, give her a call.
Oh,
Jessica!
Is that the end?
The weapons, all of it, is still on board.
So what's next?
Swimming lessons.
Proving it.
Okay, well, pretty sure I can help with that.
Oh, yeah, kind of counting on it, Miss Page.
We're both sweaty and out of breath.
Yeah.
Mean.
Oh,
Both sweaty and out of breath. All three. Yeah.
I'm so happy about this.
That car looks sick. by the
Michael
way.
Gandolfini. Little bitch.
What was his stupid little accomplice's name?
That the wreck is blocking the entrance to the port.
Spencer?
No. It's like Buddy or something like that.
I know we're never gonna get Spider-Man, but like, I just want them to at least address like where he goes.
There he is.
Yeah.
That is a very accurate suit. I love it. Sometimes they go just pure white, and it's not a pure white suit.
No, I want the.
I want the purple.
This is a terrorist attack
The worst in New York, sister.
by the vigilante of Hell's Kitchen.
My bad. I didn't forget.
Think I can get that out there?
Buck,
Buck.
who knew what was in that ship besides you and I?
Only the captain and the first mate, so.
Find them.
Well, I'm pretty sure the goons also maybe had an idea. Maybe not all of it, though.
Morse code.
Quick, someone translate. It's gonna be Candy or Cherry or whatever stupid ass name he had.
Yeah, I think it's Cherry.
Yeah, it's me.
Nope. It's Matthew Lillard.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I would say clusterfuck is a pretty apt description.
I just love his toe.
Washington D.C. Okay.
I need the models.
Who's Matthew Lillard playing?
I don't know.
This makes me very happy.
Yeah, we
Okay.
have no idea who he's playing.
Cool.
We just know he's gonna be working with
playing that
Fisk.
guy.
Oh, okay.
He's working with Fisk as a government liaison because he's Washington
Probably.
D.C. related. So
So, what do you
BB.
think?
Mayor Fisk is gonna clean that up.
I worry about the pollution.
Babe, this is the East River, okay? It's nasty.
That's fair.
I'm worried about the mass bastards.
I don't care what he needs to do. Lockdowns, task force, throw the book at him, whatever. If these animals can do something like that, what's next?
Spider-Man.
If you're not back by 5, I'll meet you at the fallback spot. You okay?
It's just looking every time, Matt. No matter how we come at him, no matter what we do, Fisk just gets back up. Even worse than before.
Yeah, that's why we have to keep trying, huh?
Boxer mentality.
Suppose that he's running
This is
guns.
a great shot.
He's using the free port to line his and his cronies' pockets. Show the city, show Albany who he is, and he will be held accountable.
Albany's
Albany
got
holding
this.
people accountable.
Props to Charlie Cox because the light was in his eyes and he did not flinch.
Hey, be careful.
They're too happy together. This is not going to last long.
Bitch.
Well, you know, Foggy
I am
died in
gonna
the
start
first
loving
episode
you.
of the last season, so it only seems
But
fitting.
they're not as happy as they were in last season, episode 1.
That's true.
It's good to see you again, Mr. Gomez.
You haven't met the Attorney General yet, have you?
No, I have not.
Certainly not for the lack of trying, I might add. You're giving yourself rather extraordinary emergency powers. Your Safer Streets initiative equates vigilantes with terrorists?
Posing mandatory life sentences on anyone convicted of extrajudicial actions.
My point is that these are provocative moves, Mr. Mayor. Moves that weren't discussed with the governor, weren't discussed with myself.
Yeah, now you got a ship capsized in the East River.
Please tell the governor that the culprit will be brought to justice loudly, visibly.
Are you saying public executions?
All I'm trying to say is that there's going to be a lot of scrutiny with these upcoming vigilante trials. My office needs to be involved. Now, I know you're not going to like it, but that means oversight.
So Matt Murdock's going to have job security.
Do you know they have a Euro King in Manhattan?
Excuse me.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know why security let you in or if you're even supposed to be here.
I am definitely supposed to be here, Sheila.
How do you know my name?
And Mr.
Charles, Mr. Charles.
Charles Xavier.
Well, where are you from?
So good. Langley. I don't know what you or the agency thinks that you're doing here, but it's...
Well, I don't know what a lieutenant governor actually is. So one.
Damn.
We will not be intimidated.
You are definitely going to want to answer that phone call.
Steve Rudd.
You are now intimidated.
Yes, Miss DeFontaine.
DeFontaine from Thunderbolts.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Allegra.
As I was saying, Mr. Fisk, My office will totally support you and your policies regarding vigilantism.
Jesus.
Interesting.
I appreciate that very much.
Interesting. I love that.
Mr. Charles.
That's a good for aiding and abetting a vigilante. I like that connection to the wider MCU because it's a subtle one.
Okay.
Oh, that's how she's getting around.
She looks like what's her name
yes,
from Tron.
the foolproof disguise of a wig.
At least it's not just a baseball cap and a pair of
Hey. All right.
She actually does look different, so.
She looks like what's her name from Tron Legacy.
Yeah, she does.
I was thinking no capes.
Hey, it's what's her name?
Edna Mode.
This evaluation
Sword-
is for your legal
Sword
team
master.
at Murdoch and McDuffie, as well as the district attorney. I'm just an impartial observer here.
Oh, please, Dr. Glenn, impartial? That's cheeky.
In the case of adults dressing up in costume and fighting with the police, it seems the psychological evaluation is in order.
Absurd accusation, which I categorically deny.
Mr. Duquesne, are you saying that you're not the vigilante known as the swordsman?
Hostile, delusional. Yeah. That's crazy.
Attorney Hochberg will have to prove that in court.
I'm going to ask you some true or false questions. Answer, please answer truthfully.
What?
True or false? I like mechanics magazines.
This is a waste of both our time. If a psychological evaluation is needed, I prefer it be done by a professional, agreed upon by both the prosecution and the defense. I know the law, Dr. Glenn.
Ooh.
Ooh, love
shit.
that. They did say Muse would be back in season 2.
Oh, fuck. I love that shot.
He's a ghost now, for real.
You're not at Rikers.
Ooh, Riker's mentioned.
Those two men outside can do whatever they please to you, should I ask them to. In your trial.
Oh, she's crazy now.
It makes sense with who Daredevil would be attracted to.
True or false? I like mechanics magazines.
False.
Delusional.
That clamp right next to him, that's scary.
What's up, girl?
One investigator can't be expected to handle
No
this.
Fist only targets people who can't afford to pay, and we can't afford another investigator.
And you can't afford to pay me.
I know.
Look, half of these pickups are task force pickups. And these people just tend to disappear, Kirsten.
Timely.
Anything?
No.
Just like the first season. Timely.
Matt's gonna be fine, okay? He's gonna be fine.
He's just gonna be fine. My partner, my friend, goes missing after.
Shit. Hochberg.
She doesn't know, right?
I don't think so.
Could I speak with Miss McDuffie privately?
You good?
Yeah. Never better.
Not exactly a white shoe firm these days. More of a, I don't know, legal aid hostel.
Yeah. At least I get to keep my soul at the end of the day.
Ooh.
You were one of my best, and I want to save you from an avalanche of career-ending embarrassment. Plead out. Avoid the humiliation of losing the Duquesne case.
Oh, Ben. I have 4 brothers. I don't get embarrassed. My defenses are rock solid, and I have the evidence to prove it.
Oh, you think the evidence matters?
Wow. What happened to you?
I read the tea leaves. Kirsten, come back to the DA's office.
Well, you know, it's a very generous offer, and I must respectfully say, fuck you.
Yeah.
Wow, that's disappointing, Kirsten.
And I really prefer Counselor McDuffie.
I'll see you in court, Counselor McDuffie.
Well, no, she's going to be arrested or kidnapped.
Yep. Don't worry, the devil of Hell's Kitchen will get her.
Ugh.
Shouldn't be laughing. They're looking for 2 Greek guys, so their first thing is to just bust down doors at a Greek diner.
My English.
Don't fucking do that.
Yes or no?
This guy. Wasn't he just like a super fan or something?
Oh my god.
I knew that was coming a mile away.
You know, Daredevil's now made
What was
2
that little
very
shuffle?
timely shows. Ugh.
New York is back and better than ever.
Oh yeah, didn't BB get like threatened at the last?
Mhm.
My useful little paw. Look at how she sells my lies. It's your favorite mayor, Wilson.
Good impression.
Speaking of what a great mayor I am, I made so much money off that secret port for my rich and criminal. Uh-oh, looks like I spoke too soon. Someone caught me. Spoiled again.
Ooh.
Really do-gooder.
How'd you get that footage?
Don't worry, I'll get him in the end. Just don't you dare try to dig into what I'm really doing. That's all for now. And remember, I love you, New York.
That was cool.
Could BB Urich be running her own underground thing off of her own
I have to
propaganda
assume
show?
so.
That would also be my assumption. That would be how she would get all this info and footage and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Can't afford this.
No, it's perfect. Mayor Fisk owns the building, so he got me a deal.
Fisk shouldn't be.
Daniel, that's right.
No, he's all legit. He put everything he owns into a trust, which, you know.
But Cashman administers. Daniel, you have to be careful, okay? Fisk is playing some 10-dimensional game, and if that ever comes crashing down, he's not gonna be the one that gets hurt.
No, I know. I appreciate that. I appreciate you.
He looks so much like his father.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who's his father?
James Gandolfini.
Who played Tony Soprano.
Oh, got it.
So BB's just being nice to him just to like get close to him, right? Like she doesn't really care.
Well, she liked him before he became Fisk's guy. Like they knew each other before that.
Well, I don't think it was liked. I thought it was, even then,
Yeah, I
it
thought
was
it was
manipulation.
Well, I don't know.
I'm a lawyer. I have a feeling you run a little side hustle getting people out of New York. That's why he came to you, isn't it? Kilio, we might be on the same team here.
Murdoch. Aren't you supposed to be missing Mr. Murdoch or dead?
Yeah. There's a lot of that going around these days. Look, Achilleo and Christophe are in a lot of trouble, and I would like to help protect them if I can.
Achilleo was supposed to go to Toronto tonight.
Hey.
You just point me in the right direction. I'll find him.
Task force took him, which means nobody finds him.
What about Christophe?
If they got him too, no one can help him. Not even the lawyer from Hell's Kitchen.
If so, where is he?
But we have to try, don't we?
Yes.
Like Sisyphus.
Oh my god. Pulling teeth?
Where's Christophe? I don't know. Why'd you run?
Honestly, mate, do you ever think maybe you enjoy your work a bit too much?
He confirmed there was Daredevil on the boat.
Top tip. Next time, maybe put the kettle on. Get them talking over a nice cup of tea. Just a thought.
Good cop, bad cop.
How'd you mind?
Good cop, bad shit, crazy cop.
Sorry about him. He's new.
I just want to go home.
I think that can be arranged.
Just tell me everything. Or
Just think about the rabbits.
Look at the flowers, George.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Yep.
Great shot.
That's a pretty dope
Very
shot.
good shot.
Super well composed.
Comic
The
panel.
lighting has been really good in this too.
Oh yeah.
Way better than like the kind of mismatched lighting that in the last season that we had.
Do we speak freely in front of the missus, or I mean, everyone has.
Do you try to be abrasive? Is it part of your trade craft?
I am what I am, Mrs. Fisk.
I doubt that very much.
Vanessa, she's privy to all my business dealings, and I hers.
Well, I didn't mean to offend, so.
But you have, and I don't appreciate you grandstanding in my office.
Well, that's funny. I would have called that divine fucking intervention. Look, Mr. Mayor, the people I work for are very grateful for the use of your very special port.
Okay.
But this is now gone kind of like 8 different ways of fucked up, right?
I fucking love Matthew Lillard.
He seems to be having the most fun acting in all the recent projects that he's been in.
Mm-hmm.
Most of my job is logistics. And people don't know that, but it's true. Like the corpses, that's easy. You just got to make sure they sink to the bottom of the river and they stay there. 30 tons of military ordnance across a major metropolitan area without a single fucking person knowing about it? That's not easy, man, isn't it?
My men, they're effective. They're very loyal.
Unlike your wife.
I have no problem killing them after they've unloaded the boat, right?
Good men are hard to come by.
I could put together a little night crew, decent workers, nothing special, sailors from all over the world, easy enough to make them disappear in an industrial accident after they unload the goods into your Red Hook warehouse.
And nothing gets traced back to us.
Or you, Mr. Charles.
Lovely lady is correct.
It seems our interests are aligned.
They are.
Hopefully.
You said the easiest people to manipulate?
My God, you've gotten fat.
Never forget, baby, we are manipulators.
Is this some, like, sisterhood here and the lesson type shit?
No, more like an I don't want you to die type of shit.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
me neither.
I don't want you to follow in the footsteps of your uncle.
Oof.
You guys were close, right?
Yeah, he's
It's kind of how I met everybody.
Yeah.
He was really important to the plot.
I'm pretty sure Ben died to save me.
You don't need to tell that.
Nah, transparency.
You know, there's a lot of dead bodies behind
No,
us. Phoebe.
guilt.
I think maybe the best way to honor them would be not to join them.
No caps.
So we have Karen, BB, Dee maybe Spidey.
False hope.
We're not getting Spidey.
Ben Hochberg, I'm looking over your psych eval on Jacques Duquesne.
I'm just looking over his MMPI.
That's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about. Your contemporaneous notes are fantastic. His hostility, his hatred of authority, all great.
Hostility.
If I can convince them that Duquesne is a sociopath, they might have a much easier time sending him back into a deep, dark hole. And
You want to purge, you know?
She's possessed by Muse.
Damn, EJ chilling.
Dr. Glenn?
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's... Of course, it's possible I entered the data wrong.
My God, she's just full corruption now.
Mm-hmm.
So, whenever you're done, if you could just send me over a corrected copy of the data, that'd be great.
Is she gonna become
That,
Muse?
I was literally just thinking that.
That would be wild.
Like is like this because she killed Muse, right? So like
That I was like the like overlay.
Hang on.
we actually get true.
It looks like you erased an X there.
She didn't get all of it.
I wonder if it's actually supernatural like the comics or if it's just how they're doing it.
Are they gonna flirt fight?
Fright.
All fighting is flirting.
This restaurateur in Astoria. She was trying to get Achilleo back to Cyprus. She's there if we need her.
Good. We need more people making trouble for Fisk, especially with the vigilante trials coming up.
Oh heck yeah!
Sorry.
And now they're gonna fuck.
These shots of them silhouetted by the windows are phenomenal.
This has been a very slow episode.
It's a setup episode.
No, yeah, I get it. I'm just
Everything's good?
it's still going, so I'm not.
Ήταν ένας άντρας που περνούσε από το σκούπιδο τελεκέ.
Κάνε του ένα πιάτο.
Το έκανα. Θέλει να σε ευχαριστήσει προσωπικά.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, Dexter?
Is that who that is?
It looked like Poindexter.
No.
That's not Poindexter.
Είμαι ο Χριστοφής.
He doesn't have the same
Oh, no.
jawline.
Χριστοφής Σάβας.
Yeah.
Oh.
Never mind.
Ήμουν στο Northern Star. Είπαν ότι μπορείς να με βοηθήσεις.
Send you to Murdoch.
Cherry.
FBI, open up.
Pretty close.
What do you want?
Just want to talk.
Unless you got a warrant, the door stays closed.
Come on, Cherry, don't grab you like that.
Yeah, I do.
Sir,
Oh my gosh.
looking for a couple of Greek sailors.
Which loser cops are we talking about?
I can do this all night.
Yeah, you hit like a kid.
I'm sorry. The other guy coming in for one punch and then... What the hell? Did he inject him with something?
No.
He's here, Daredevil!
Okay? No, I'm not okay.
Can you stand?
It was bait.
Sure could take a punch a lot better 10 years ago.
No, he's having a heart attack.
Time to get a dope fight to end the episode.
Bonk.
Oh.
That
There we
is
go.
so cool.
Yep.
Well, so we are going to get a death at the start of the episode.
Oh, no. PTSD, bro.
Oh, is he going to kill a cop?
No, not the ears ringing. You've taken away all his powers. I watched season 3 of the first show.
Who's going to save him?
Did he just get fucked up?
Yeah, he's distracted.
Oh, Sherry's gonna do something.
Yeah, he's gonna get himself killed. That's what. Oh, maybe not.
Cherry's about to kill these cops.
Shit, that's Matt Murdock.
Oh, he is, isn't he?
Frank! It's gotta be Frank.
Yeah.
It's 100% not.
Someone just shot everyone in the head.
Ah.
Oh.
Oh.
What?
Hell yeah.
Well,
Poindexter.
Yeah.
Poindexter.
Hell yeah. I don't really know how to react to that.
Well,
Poindexter.
I know how.
Interesting.
He owed him.
Peak. It was a very good episode.
It was a really good episode. I feel like I have to be the critic though. I don't think I liked it that much. I mean, it was very
very slow.
It was good.
All right. Jack, let's talk about the episode.
It was really good.
It was really good.
I thought that everyone acted their asses off.
I had a great time.
I think the lighting was pretty good.
Matthew
Phenomenal.
Lillard.
Matthew Lillard.
Always a win.
Sorry, something in this chair just.
No, I mean, it was a great episode.
Coward.
It was a great episode.
Green Goblin.
I think that.
Sorry.
No problem. It was a great episode. It felt like a Daredevil Born Again episode. It felt interesting. It felt fun. I do agree with Reagan in the fact that well, I guess the best way I could say it is it doesn't feel like a season premiere.
It feels like a continuation of last episode.
Yeah, but it doesn't. Last episode ended with an absolute bang, and this just kind of was like pretty smooth sail. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
They had like the meetup in the bar. It was,
Yeah,
like,
but that was
hopeful, but it
yeah,
wasn't,
but like the last episode of that season was wild. Like, you know, this feels to me just like it just feels like the same thing is going on, and that nothing like new or interesting is happening yet.
I agree. Yeah, kind of like has that like
I don't know if I agree with that.
like no, it just like this.
Did I hallucinate the psychiatrist thinking she's Muse?
No,
like that. Okay,
but
there were
that
moments.
doesn't have anything to do with Daredevil. Like,
Yeah, it does. He's gonna have to kill his girlfriend. What are you talking about?
no, guys, come on. Like, I'm serious. Like, Daredevil was in 2 scenes of this episode. Like, he didn't do anything. Like, it wasn't. This doesn't feel like a season premiere. It just feels like a middle of the season episode.
But
I
Daredevil
kind of
wasn't
agree.
in most of the first.
He wasn't.
No, I understand that, but like what I'm saying, and I'm not okay. Because
the
I
first
hate when we do
episode-
this because I'm not saying that it's bad.
No,
I'm not
no
saying
one-
it's bad at
I-
all.
No
I'm
one's
not- I'm
saying
not-
What
otherwise.
I am
doing
saying
it.
though is that this just felt like really like nothing happened.
Can I say I felt like this was a mid Daredevil episode. I felt like out of like all of the episodes we've seen from last season and this season, this one's pretty middle of the pack.
The beginning I was really, really interested in. I was interested in, like, I thought it was shot beautifully. It looks way better than last season. I'll give them that. But the episode itself, they didn't do anything. It was more like just a catch up. And for me, I feel like a season premiere shouldn't be just 53 minutes of telling us where the characters have been.
Yeah, like this established
it should
where
be that,
everything was...
and then also something like that's gonna launch us into the rest of the
which
season.
Was the
I think needs to happen.
The only two things that I think that did that were really like the last few seconds of obviously the Poindexter thing and the Muse situation, which yes, that was the most interesting part of this whole entire episode. But like I don't like it was just
up there.
Yeah.
Like I
It's
don't
up
know
there,
like
but-
of anything else like that really remotely caught my interest to like make me really interested for the next episode.
I will say this, I'm usually I won't say what's the word? I'm usually biased with certain styles of episode because I enjoy the politics. So like watching the DeFontaine lackey Matthew Lillard just walk in and all of a sudden all of Fisk's problems disappear. I'm like, I want more of that. I just want more.
Sure.
I want more talking.
Sure. I just think it needs more it needs more mixed with plot moving forward. Like, I mean, it would like, that's that kind of like just.
Okay. My question, what plot do you want moved forward in this?
I want to know what the season's going to be about.
Yes,
the season is going to be about
Fisk.
them fighting Fisk, and that's what they did all episode.
But Jack, does that not bother you that this is the 5th season of the show and they still are doing the same plot over and over and over and over and over again?
Well,
no, but I'm saying I understand like every comic book ever, but like when you're making a TV show, you have to keep it fresh and you have to keep it new. This to me does not feel fresh. This feels like this is like a rehashing of the same thing we've already seen.
Like I think
you don't want Fisk to be the bad guy of this.
No, you're not getting it.
I'm trying.
I'm not
to.
saying that I don't. Fisk is obviously the bad guy of the season.
Yeah.
That's how it always is. But like, do something different. We're still on the Fisk is trying to stop vigilantes thing. He's been doing that for 5 seasons of the show now.
No,
just last.
It was
like,
really last
that's a
season
brand
that
new
focused on it. I gotta
Come on.
just.
I mean, like he's been fighting Daredevil since the first season of the show.
Vigilantes in general,
but
is a new thing.
But let's rephrase. That was the plot of the last season.
Yes,
the back half, absolutely
right. And it's like, but also we didn't get like what I really would like. They focused so much on this like weapons thing that didn't turn out to be anything because Matthew Lillard was like, "Oh, don't worry, I fixed it." But it was like, and then Fisk was like, we need to talk about vigilantes. And then they did nothing to like get vigilantes. Like if they're gonna do the plot where where Fisk is like going after vigilantes, like because I remember at the end of the last season where he was like, this is like it became the huge political thing, and they made it all about the politics about the legalities behind vigilantes, and they were gonna start rounding them up, and they were gonna like put all these people on trial, and they talked about it at the beginning of the
Let me say this real
talked about
quick.
it at the beginning of the episode about how they were gonna put everybody on trial and they were gonna do all this stuff, and then we saw like none of that. It would have been really interesting to like see them actually do the thing. If the main plot of the show is him trying to go after the vigilantes, I would have liked to see that, not whatever they were doing about these weapons that is not vigilante related. And now they have to help these random 2 guys that I just didn't.
Right.
It felt
okay. I got
slow.
you.
That was
I
all.
got you.
Still good. It
My,
just wasn't.
My quick hits, because they both want to say something. My quick hits are the boat is important because they continually said, I think they said it too much, but they continually said that Fisk is going to go insane. Oh, this is such a big deal. This is such a big deal. And we see that play out in that he's pushing all these resources into finding these two Greek guys so he can kill them. And it's because if they can prove that he's doing, again, this, I think the only fault in this show is this belief that like they can somehow work around Fisk's entrenched hands into the system. But this concept that if we find evidence and that they can't refute, that Fisk will go to jail forever and everyone will be happy.
But that's the
hang
same
on.
plot that they always do with no matter what he's doing.
Hold on.
You know,
okay, but that's not I'm saying that plot. The reason why the boat's important, the reason why it's this whole episode is because that's what they're trying to find something to take Fisk down, and they think if we can prove that he's running guns through the boats, we can take him down. So that's their thing with that. That's why that was such a recurring.
So yeah,
part.
so and then like my thing I wanted to just say, and then Jack can go, like the thing I mean, because like I get that, like this almost felt like a tell, and they didn't show like a lot of the episode. Like they were explaining a lot of things this episode, which without getting me excited. I had nothing in this episode that really got me excited for anything this season, except maybe the Muse thing and maybe the Poindexter thing at the very end. Those are like the only two interesting plots that they made me excited for. So like everything else just seemed to be like, again, this like we're doing this thing now, we're having Matthew Lillard's character who's doing something and just seems to be a generic bad guy right now. I don't know, like a generic high up in the government bad guy, but bad guy. Like nothing that made me like, ooh, I'm very interested in seeing. Like Matthew Lillard's a great actor and I want to see him act, but like nothing made me excited for the character. Nothing made me excited for like the storyline, the where it's going. Like the only thing that really got me was Muse and then Poindexter maybe and them having to work together. Like those are the two only interesting plot points.
Well, and I
really
think
my way.
To like go off of that, like I am interested to see more of like the Matthew Lillard's character because he is like very clearly one of the only characters that's willing to challenge Fisk on things that he says. Which I think is interesting. I think that's cool to have a guy that like, and you could very clearly tell from that scene that Fisk is like a little bit not only bothered by that,
he can't threaten him. Almost.
Exactly. Not only like bothered by it, but intimidated by that, which I think is cool. But I don't think like there was enough to establish that he's like powerful enough to do that. You know what I mean? He's just like, yeah, my friend's in the government. It's like, yeah, but he's also in the government. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. With what you're saying. Of the, oh, well, this is why the boat's important because they're trying to take down Fisk. It's like, yeah, but that's what they do every season and it never works. And that's why I'm not, because to me, watching this episode, seeing them do the boat thing and they're like, oh, we need to prove that Fisk was behind the boat and that way he'll go to jail. It's like the same thing they did last season. It still didn't work. And then the same thing they did in the season before that. It still didn't work. And the other two seasons.
Season 3, it did work.
Technically.
Well, yes, it did work, but then he ended up getting out and becoming the mayor anyway.
Jack,
so,
what are your
you know what I'm saying?
I think that's just a problem with comic.
It just feels repetitive.
Stuff,
yeah,
and it's like
I think that this episode did great at explaining what's been happening and what's going to happen. In the sense that, like, the resistance, quote unquote, that Karen and Matt have created is like deep underground, like in the pockets of most of the places, and like they are fighting the fight without like actually knowing it. Like BB, like when Karen and BB had the conversation, and BB's like, we're technically working together, but I don't really want you to work with me because I don't want you to end up like your dad, like your uncle.
Yeah.
And I think that like them explaining like the season finale of last season, that's when they rounded up all the vigilantes. Like the vigilantes are currently captured.
I mean,
and
with notable exceptions, but yeah.
Yeah.
And the court cases are going to happen within the next couple episodes.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen. And that's what
which is why the psychologist was so important to this episode.
Yeah. And that's what like I assume like Matt and Karen are like trying to like find a way to like, you know, free them for their cause.
So my thing is like I hear that they did establish that, and those are good plot points for the coming episodes. I 100% agree with that. My thing is they didn't make me excited for any of them. Like imagine if they would have just cut
you're
to
excited about everything.
Imagine if they would have cut to like the vigilantes, because we only saw a freaking swordsman
master,
whatever his name is, because I don't care about him at all.
How dare you?
I have
think
zero.
You're wrong, actually. I think it's the swordsman. But
I have zero care about that character, and like so. Imagine if they would have cut to a bunch of other vigilantes that I do care for that are in prison right now. I don't know. But like I'm just saying
they can't have any notable
But
superheroes.
that's my thing. Is like there's
that's the
nothing to
thing.
give me excited.
But that's the thing that I agree with Reagan about, is that they made such a big deal about all the vigilantes last season, but all the vigilantes that we cared about either died or went into hiding. They didn't catch any of the people that we were actually cared about.
Many of them cut to Jessica Jones on trial.
Yeah,
like,
it would be awesome.
Jessica Jones wouldn't be taken. But that's
exactly that's what we're saying.
That's the problem.
That what are they going to do? They're going to introduce like what really would have been awesome is if they like found a new character and like made them like a central like.
You guys wouldn't care about them in this episode.
No, I mean,
no, but you're not. I
There's
don't know.
Nothing exciting. Like that's the only problem.
I think
is like
this to me just feels like an hour of playing catch up.
Okay,
and I don't want to play catch up.
But,
I
like,
want to see something
guys are-
hard hit, something interesting. Like, let's go. This is what the season's about. Like, really interesting, like super awesome. And I wanted to see super awesome Daredevil stuff.
But
and
the fight scenes were pretty good.
The fight scenes were cool, but it was just like, hey, I'm fighting these random guys, as I always do, that really don't have anything to do with the plot other than they want to
major plot. Like,
but
interweave it.
it's the same plot. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, well, I'm taking down this boat of guns so that I could try to get Fisk in
and
jail.
before
And it's like,
and just to
we already
quickly
did that.
cut this off at the pass. I think TV shows are a different medium than comics. Comics do this all the time. Yes, they do. I am not wanting that from a TV show. So like
Then last season shouldn't have been Fisk. You can't have last season be Fisk if you don't want this season to be Fisk.
But they did something different with the Mayor Fisk storyline. They established a new way to tell the story. This episode didn't feel like there was anything new yet.
You literally can't have last season be what it was and then expect this season to be completely different.
Or to hit a different note or something. Like again, like this episode felt like a direct continuation, which for better or worse, but it also felt like a direct continuation of like a mid episode, like an episode that was just okay. Like that's my thing of like, because it was okay. Like it hit all the points it needed to hit. I just think like
and like to round back to the like, oh, we should have a vigilante that we care about. You're supposed to, like, yeah, maybe you don't care about Jack, but like Jack is the person you're supposed to care about.
No, I get it, but like
we've grown with him, like we've met him before.
Okay, but what I'm saying is like he only had one scene and nothing happened.
In last season he only had one. Like
no,
we only
but
really
he's been in multiple mediums now.
No, I understand that. I guess what I'm saying is, and I'm gonna piggyback off of Reagan, is like, I'm not saying. Let me rephrase this. I'm not saying that the whole show needs to be different and we need a brand new bad guy and we need to like completely change the plot. We need to, but like if you're going to continue a plot, you actually have to advance the story. And this episode doesn't feel like it advanced anything other than the only thing it advanced was this random plot line about the guns. That is like literally the only plot thing I got out of this about Fisk is like this, and then the little bit of the Matthew Lillard stuff, but like that doesn't really even affect the Daredevil part of it. So,
well, it impacts the
will.
larger aspect of like
it will, but like it I don't know. It just felt like if you're gonna end on a bang and you're gonna like this is just TV show like 101. If you're going to start a brand new season of a show, you can't start it with what feels like a filler episode. Like, you can't. It's an hour of us playing catch up, knowing where the characters have been. But the thing is, we know where all the characters have been. We saw where they were going at the end of the last season. I don't need an hour of the show re-explaining where everybody is. Like, just go right into it.
I guess it's like this is like,
you know, I guess that's just my opinion.
Well, here's like one thing is like to kind of build off that is like, this is the start of a new season. Like if we think of shows in like arcs and stuff like that, like last season had one overarching story that it told from start to finish. It really did. It did.
It had a lot of different.
You had plot threads left.
Stories.
Yes, it had tons of plot threads to go off of, but like thematically, it felt like a good start and finish. Like this didn't feel like a start of a season. This felt like a continuation of season one.
Last season didn't end with a finish. Last season ended with a cliffhanger.
A cliffhanger is still a finish.
No, it's an open-ended end.
Yes, but a cliffhanger leaves you going, oh my God, I can't wait to see what happens next. And then what we got that happened next did not feel as energetic and exciting as the cliffhanger did. And I think that's the problem. Like, the last season ends with this major awesome cliffhanger, and then you get into this episode and it's like, okay, well, he's just fighting guys on a ship again. And he's trying to take Fisk down. Well, it's like, well, that's not a cliffhanger. That's not the continuation of the cliffhanger. We already knew that he was going to do that. You know what I mean? It just didn't. I agree with Reagan in the sense it was good. It was good. It's Daredevil. I love it. It's fun. The suit is fucking awesome. It's shot beautifully. The casting and the acting is phenomenal. Charlie Cox is great. The fighting is awesome.
We got to see double Ds.
We finally got the double Ds on the suit. The black suit is by far my favorite Daredevil suit. It looks awesome. However, that does not make up for the fact that it just didn't find the episode that interesting. But I will also say that after the first episode of season 1, there were maybe like 3 or 4 episodes where I kind of felt the same way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, last season I kind of felt the same way. The first episode, obviously they killed Foggy and you were like, holy shit. And then for episodes 2 through 4, maybe it was just like, meh, okay. And then it got really, really fucking good at the end.
That was the publishing
That
thing.
was the White Tiger arc. That was a great arc.
I don't agree with like the specific episodes you're mentioning, but I felt this way before in previous episodes.
Not like,
yeah, like
let me rephrase. Not like the White Tiger part of it, but I'm just saying like.
I thought the only episode last season that you guys didn't really like was the bank heist episode.
Well, that episode was just stupid.
Yes, it was.
No, it was great.
It was
fun.
It was cool, but it was dumb.
I won't sit here and say it was great, but it was fun.
But
I had fun with it.
But no, like
it just felt
like
mid.
Yeah,
I guess
like
that's the best way to describe
mid
it.
is really how I think the only way I can describe this episode. Like it again, like it does nothing wrong per se. It's not. It's just advanced.
You guys just had too high expectations.
I think we had reasonable expectations.
I had reasonable expectations after the last season.
After the last season ended the way it did and made me super hyped for Daredevil, and then like
nuke the city and then Daredevil to have to rescue everyone.
It's just, no, it was just like nothing. It just like nothing made me excited for the next episode. I am not sitting here being like, I need to see next week. I'm like, it should be good. It should be fun.
Fine, then you don't gotta come back next episode. I'll be here alone because Ryan's leaving and.
Should we boycott it? Just make Jack alone.
No. We'll come back.
Christian.
But
shows up what
yeah,
I miss.
I mean, honestly, I will not say that I loved the episode, but I liked it. I thought it was great. It felt like Daredevil.
Yeah.
I got the Daredevil vibes. I got the fighting that I wanted. I got fucking Cherry makes no sense to me. I still don't understand why he's a character in the show.
He's the investigator.
I get it. He's the investigator, but he doesn't do anything.
He's in the show because he's a relic of the original plot and retread that they were going to do for the show before they nuked that and brought in all the old creators, but they couldn't dump all the footage. That's why he's here. It's also why they're killing him off for a cheap emotional moment, so we don't have to deal with this character anymore and move on to other stuff.
Yeah, but like, thank God, like that would be probably the most interesting thing that's going to happen.
And again, it's
so
like
far.
it just needs to have something like again, like I just don't know. I think every episode of television in my mind needs to make me be like, I can't wait for next week. This episode did not do that.
I agree. I totally
and
agree.
I think
with that.
I think that just is episodic television. And if you're and like, yes, that has changed completely with the streaming landscape, but I am still a firm believer in it. I think like if I'm watching an episode that's coming out weekly,
okay,
there's going to be something that makes me excited.
Okay, this is completely, but I'm asking a question to clarify your statement that you just made. Other than two-parters, so take those out of your brain because those are obvious continuation. That's a cheap way of being like, oh, I'm excited for the next episode because it's part of the same episode essentially. So take that out. You're telling me that Star Trek Next Gen, like an episode of that, you're like, can't wait till next week when there's no continuing plot.
But those are kind of. Sorry,
I got this.
I'm contesting her statement. All television needs to make me excited to watch the next episode.
Yeah, because I am excited to watch the next episode of Star Trek. Like if I'm watching
bad episodes.
No, but you don't know that if you're going week by week. Like if you don't have those, if you're watching Star Trek Next Gen live,
yourself in. If you were watching it live, you're
and
watching
I see
in
this
syndication.
really fun episode.
No. I'm saying reverse. I'm saying you just watched a stinker. you watched one of the
Yeah,
season
I would
one
not. I would
Next
be like, I
Generation
hope
episodes.
next episode isn't that bad.
But also though, there's a difference. Okay, but there's a difference between like, because we're talking about like a series versus episodic television. They are two different things. Episodic television is like Friends. There's a different plot line
Sorry, I
every
used the
single
wrong term
episode.
then.
And so, yeah, so like if you're watching Friends, every single episode has a different plot. It's following a different thing. And then over the season, there's one overarching like Ross and Rachel story.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? Maybe. That's
But that was
episodic
also- yeah, that
television. This is like a series. The whole thing is meant to follow one plot line. And so like take Andor, for example. They did it a smart way where they broke it up into sections, but there was one thorough through line
Fight
through the entire. Exactly.
That was the same as last season.
Yes, but they made it interesting.
Sorry, it was funny.
But it's not, because the point that you're trying to make counteracts what you're saying. Because what you're saying, oh, well, you're saying it was the same as last season. Yeah, it was the same as last season, but it was interesting enough that I was still invested in it. It is exactly the same as last season, and nothing is different, and nothing is interesting, and nothing grabbed me and said, I need to watch the next episode. Like, when we were watching, like, if we watch our Night of the Seven Kingdom reacts, like, when we sat here, there was some shit that happened at the end of each episode where we were like, hold on, guys, like, let's just take like 5 minutes to go to the bathroom, and then we need to watch the next episode because it was that good. This does not make me feel that way. This does not make me say, I need to know what's going to happen. The only thing I really care about is like, okay, great, like, we'll maybe get a little bit of him and Poindexter, and that's cool. But like, I'm not sitting here going, I need to know what's going on with Fisk. Why? Because I already know what's going on with Fisk. It's the same shit that's been happening for 4 seasons.
I'm really excited for Fisk stuff because like the whole Allegra de Fontaine stuff is like Fisk he's in power, but he doesn't have power.
But it's excited for the you could be excited for the concepts that the show can eventually hit. But like nothing of this episode made me directly excited for the next one.
Yeah, and I agree with what you say. Like, the DeFontaine thing is
I guess
like,
I'm just not understanding like the print because it feels like you guys are saying you're making a statement and then you're saying the opposite, and then I ask a question about it and then you just go back to the statement, and I feel like we're just going in circles.
I don't.
No,
like,
I mean,
like I'm stating out loud. You're like, nothing made me excited. I'm saying, well, I'm excited about the crazy psychiatrist, which is just an interesting concept
the
in
Muse
general.
stuff.
The Muse stuff, very interesting. I don't know where that's going. It seems like she's becoming Muse, but maybe they turn it and he is this supernatural friggin' he has powers beyond the grave nonsense that was in the comics. That's interesting. Hang on, let me finish. That's interesting to me. I'm always excited whenever Bullseye is in. That's his name, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We said Poindexter so much that I forgot for a second. But any Bullseye stuff, very interesting. The fact that he's clearly watching. Is he watching Matt? Was he watching Cherry? Is he watching the AVTF guys? Like, who is he stalking?
It's gotta be Matt.
I would also assume, but you don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know, like, why does he feel like he owes Matt? Is this going to be like this sort of storyline where it's like, oh, he now is going to be this like perverse, like a mirror to Daredevil because he's so confused why Daredevil would save Fisk that
And
he's
why
like
Fisk betrayed him
like
last season.
is he all screwed up? Well, we know he's screwed up in the head, but like is his morality just all askew, and we're gonna figure stuff out with that? I'm interested in that. I'm interested in I'm not interested in Cherry. He can die, but that's fine. I'm interested in the mechanics of the trials itself, because clearly they're forging all this stuff, and like how is that going to work with Jacques, because clearly they're not just gonna they've been using this guy so much, it's going to be similar to White Tiger where they're going to have a trial episode, so we're going to really come to a head with that. And also really understanding sort of where this sort of quasi resistance thing goes, because my understanding of Matt Murdock as a character tells me that whenever he's actually put in charge of shit, it goes wrong.
I have one question then. One question.
It's like those are
which
things that
of
interest
those
me.
is the series about?
I don't care.
That's the problem.
Fundamentally don't care.
I have
all of them.
I have like yes, you can have a bunch of plot threads. Those are all maybe interesting plot threads. We'll see what the hell they do with them. But like nothing made me be like, this is what this show's about. This is what this season's gonna be about. Nothing made me like I'm interested in
my
this.
thing is like season 1, 3, and 1 again. And now 2 again. It are all Daredevil versus Wilson Fisk. Like they are all that. That is it. The only one that it's not that is season 2 with all the hand stuff and Punisher being involved, and like Wilson Fisk was in that season, but like not really. So like that's the only exception.
Okay,
to
but
that.
so to kind of go off of this, and then I think we've been rambling long enough, and we should leave it up to the comments. But I will say this, like, sure, that's all good, like, in theory, and that's all good to think about, and that's all, like, fun theorizing and guessing and guesstimating and stuff like that. But that one little tiny itty-bitty piece of Bullseye was not enough for me to go, I need to know what's going on with Bullseye.
Yes.
Maybe, I guess we're just.
I just don't think that way.
People then.
And it because it's that to me did not draw me in as much as like the end of Batman Begins when he walks up with the Joker card. That to me was like, holy fuck, the Joker.
Well, that's a movie,
and that's a different.
but it's still the same. But it's the same idea. Like the same idea is that we're throwing in this plot thread, and here's a little subtle nod to what's going to happen next. But that drew me in more than this, because it felt, I don't know, it just was underwhelming. I mean, it just felt underwhelming.
I'll say like
all that stuff is good in theory, and it's all, theorizing and fun, and maybe we could get this, and maybe we could get this, and maybe we could get this. But I think like anything of a good TV show, you can have a million different B plots, but if you don't know by the first episode what the A plot is going to be,
yes,
we do know what the A plot is.
But the A plot,
you
know
that you do know what it is. You just don't like that it's the same thing. That's what you said earlier.
Yes, but what I'm saying, I don't care that it's the same thing. I don't care. What I do care is that it's not interesting enough. Like, if you're gonna do Matt Murdock versus Wilson Fisk again for the 5th time in a row, the 4th time in a row, however many times it is, you need to do something that is so interesting that I go, I can't wait to see these two guys fight each other again for the 4th time. And I don't feel that. I feel like this is exactly the same thing, and there is nothing different about their feuding other than they don't like each other. It's the same thing.
Can't literally be in public anymore.
We'll let the comments decide.
Yeah,
but
we'll see what the comments say.
The only thing I would say is I don't know about that comparison to the Joker. I was with you for most of what you were saying, and then you did that comparison because honestly, I felt like that didn't feel like it was made me super excited for the next movie.
I mean, maybe it was different when I was a kid, but like,
but I was with you for most of that. So we'll let the comments decide. And
comments. Keep in mind that I'm going on my honeymoon soon, so. Take that as you will. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying I won't be here to read your comments. That's going to be up to Jack. So
I'll read comments if there's good comments, which means supporting me and Ryan.
And I have access to the comments as well.
Also,
and
that'll be my 30-second phone in is okay. This comment.
I'm down to read comments. Ryan just reads every single comment on the video. So
there's like hundreds of comments.
I know, I'm kidding. Anyway, let us know what you
guys
think
of
this episode in the comments. Yeah, we'll see you next week for
2 episodes.
Episodes 2 and 3, season 2, Daredevil Born Again. Go ahead and watch our other reacts. And go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe if you like.
We have a Patreon.
Any of the stuff we're watching, and go on Patreon.
We're gonna be at We're gonna be at Niagara Falls Comic,
Nickel City Con,
Nickel City Con.
Other things,
June 27th.
Let us know if you want a shirt.
Bye.